welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we're talking with our Healthy Families consultant, Alvean Lyons, about how to take care of yourself during the holidays. Welcome.
Thanks, Robin.
You know, this is a little bit different because usually we put the kids first and we talk about the family, and it's important during the holidays, you know, to put on our own oxygen mask first, right?
Absolutely. Perfectly said. It's true because we have a tendency to focus on everybody else but ourselves. And the truth is that if you happen to be a parent, because in this particular segment, we're going to talk about it whether you're a parent or not. But if you happen to be a parent, we get caught in that trap very quickly, where we're pouring out, but we're doing nothing to pour back in. And during this time of the year, as you know, as a well-read person, oh my goodness, the stats in terms of depression, stress levels.
People who've lost family members
Absolutely.
feel, you know, it changes the holidays for them.
It does. And when you're not taking care of yourself in the midst of all of that, it's just the worst thing that you can do, because there really is nothing but subtractions happening and there's no addition. And the truth is, even though we have a tendency to orient that when we take care of ourselves, we're being selfish, it is the most selfless thing you can do. Because when we are struggling, whatever it is that people experience of us is less than our best selves. We are not pleasant when we have nothing left to give. You know,
have you been with me
around
my goodness. The December season, I think?
This time of year, we'll do it to anybody because everybody wants something. And even when it's the stress that you're putting on yourself,
right?
Because sometimes it is self-induced.
You want it to be perfect.
Absolutely.
The house has to look beautiful.
Absolutely. Or if you're single, the stress that sometimes comes with, you feel like you may be compensating for all the other people who have families. So you're saying yes,
that.
Right? And you're saying yes to things that you shouldn't, just because you feel like, oh, well, you know, Sheila has kids, so she's got to leave early, and Tom's got this, and Keisha has that. So you're compensating for what you think other people need you to do, creating new stress for yourself. And you have to know that it's okay to take care of you across the board. And during the holidays, it's even more important because of the exterior expectations.
Right.
So we want to flip that on its head a little bit, and we want to use the idea or the notion of cheer. That the holidays are really about being cheerful, really about the joy and the goodness. But a lot of times we're not focused on those things. We're focused on all the other things. So we're going to use cheer as our acronym to talk about 5 different things that we could really be doing. So the first is C, connect with people that you value. While we're doing all the things that we're doing, while we're busy trying to spend more money than we have, shopping longer hours than we should, eating more cake than we probably should, we need to be thinking about what really matters during this season and connecting with people, because the year is so busy and the holidays generally give people the one time of year where they have a couple of days off. Use that as a chance to be able to plug back in with some of the people that really bring goodness into your life. This is not an obligatory experience. You're not obligated to spend time with people that make you feel worse about yourself. Yes, we can't choose our family, and sometimes those people are our family. So do what you have to do in portions that you can monitor and control, and then make sure that the people that really bring that light into your life, that you make time for those people, so that there is something coming back in rather than things just going out.
That sounds really important. And it is a little bit like, you know, before we were talking about focus on the kids and what they need, but then also think about what you need and who restores your energy and who you don't have time for that you wish you had time for, and try to make that.
Absolutely. And sometimes that person is your partner.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to be honest about it.
Passing the night.
2 ships passing in the night. We're both working really hard. We're burning the candle at both ends. We're all trying to do everything for everybody else. And sometimes the relationship takes a back burner. And we don't want that to be the case, because in most families and most experiences in our life, that relationship has a lot to do with how everything else goes.
Right.
People who are happy in their relationships tend to do better at work. They do better in parenting. They do better in connecting with other people. The list goes on and on. There are endless benefits to having a happy, healthy partnership. So during the holidays, if this is the only time that you and your partner get a chance to have a little downtime, don't waste it on everybody else. Invest in each other. There's nothing wrong with that. If people need to get a quick phone call, a sweet text message, use technology to say that you did reach out, even though I really don't want to hang out with you because you're kind of nasty most of the time. We can be honest about those things. Do what you need to do. but then make sure you fill it with what you want to do and who you want to do it with. And if that's your partner, make that your priority, because everybody needs to have their somebody during these times of the year.
Right.
So first, the connecting with the people that matter.
Okay.
Then H, have a plan. The thing that gets most of us is that we let everybody else decide for us how our holidays are going to go. That is torture sometimes, because you have not even set aside a moment for you to breathe. You're busy saying yes to everybody when really you need to be a 2-year-old. No is a really good word. And it's underused.
You can't do all of the holiday
Absolutely
obligations.
not. Absolutely
so
not.
Much.
And you have to be okay with that, because the holiday season is really not just about all the things on the things to-do list. It really is supposed to be about love and peace and kindness and joy and all kinds of giving. Absolutely. It's not about taking. It's not about how much money people spent on you or how much money you need to spend on others. You know, so if you don't have a plan about how you're going to go into this, you will find yourself defaulting into what everybody else expects of you. And that is a whole nother level of stress. And it doesn't end when the holiday ends, because you've given so much more than you have, that you start post-holiday in a deficit.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So credit card debt and emotional exhaustion.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
So you need a vacation from the vacation, literally. But it doesn't do us any good to not be good to ourselves during this period of time. The better we are individually, the better people get to experience of us. So if you're going to do a service, take care of you in this process, but have a plan to do so that has you at the top of the list. It's not self-centered.
Map out time on the calendar for things that might be watching a Christmas movie at home.
Absolutely.
Or don't be out every night. Figure out what truly matters and what you can do next year. Alternate some things.
You'll wear yourself out. And whatever didn't work last year, don't repeat it this year. There's no reason for you to do that. That's the beauty of having a new year. Do new things with this new year, including the holiday. If there are things that created fights and unnecessary stress, let's not do those things this year. Okay. Let's do something a little different. So have a plan.
Have a plan.
Then E, eat well. I know it's the worst thing. During the holidays, we all like to junk it up. You know, it's a great time to get as fat as we possibly can. And then we're mad at ourselves after the holidays. Yes, it's cool to enjoy some good stuff. People make the best food during this time of year. You pull out some of those really fatty recipes, and that's wonderful to enjoy during those experiences. But do know that how you eat, your body is always keeping score, and it always wins.
It's so depressing.
Yes, if you are not taking care of yourself by what you're putting in, your body will experience that the drags that come from the high glucose from all the sugar that you're taking in, and then you plummet, and then you're trying to drag yourself back up, and then you're falling back down. If we're consuming a little too much libation, there are things that come with that too. So you got to be mindful of the fact that just because it's the holiday, it's not an excuse to abuse your body. You got to take care of your body if you're going to want to have anything left, because what's going in is going to affect what comes out.
And it's, it is unreasonable to say no to everything during the holidays.
Nor
it's
should
just
you.
too tempting.
Absolutely.
And you shouldn't deny. But to figure out, my thing is that I'm on my diet or I'm off my diet. And what I'm trying to learn is to be just a little bit off.
Right. Let's not go all the way
I can
over
steer
the cliff.
back on.
Right.
But not, over the cliff is hard.
Altogether.
And then I don't come back from that very well.
And you're mad at yourself, and then what ends up happening is we're just like, oh, forget it, I'll start next month.
Exactly.
And then, oh, forget it, I'll start the next month. So it just really postpones stuff, and a lot of times we feel worse about ourselves in the process. So if you say to yourself that, you know what, for this week, I'm gonna just enjoy myself, then give yourself that week off. But don't start December 1st and go all the way to January 1st.
No, I started Thanksgiving, just for the record.
We got to keep it accurate. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you might want to chunk that a little bit. Condense it into a week off, and enjoy that whole week. Eat whatever you want for that week. But do understand.
Or pick a party or two where you're going to cheat.
Absolutely.
And then get back. That's
and it's
what
not
I try
even,
to do.
And even the language about it, it's not cheating. You're just relaxing, okay? Because cheating comes with guilt. Even the word itself comes with guilt.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So today, I'm just relaxing. And there's no guilt with relaxing. So we're going to relax today. We're not going to worry about it today. Today, we're just going to be free. And then next week, we're going to get back to eating healthy. And then we know that the following week there's something else going on at work and we're going to do these things. But think it through so that you are mindful
it's
about
sort of like
it.
the plan.
It's part of the plan. Even eating is part of the plan. Then the next day, exercise. I know it's a bad word, but exercise. Because you do well if you get a chance to move your body.
Yeah.
When you're doing the shopping, don't park right next to the store.
You know, shopping is, I monitor my steps. Shopping is a lot of steps.
Yes, it is. If you have a Fitbit, shopping will show you that you're
Yeah.
moving for quite some time. And movement is good.
Right.
A body in motion tends to stay in motion. If you sit on the couch, the whole day sometimes disappears because you haven't left the couch except to get something to eat and go to the bathroom. So you want to get in motion as much as you can. You can have a great time just playing ping pong inside of the garage or go outside for a walk. Take the dog for a longer walk than normal. You know,
I did do that over Thanksgiving, I will say.
It does help.
3.5, 4 miles.
Oh, excellent.
Was really, I think it did help me
Well, kudos
compensate
for you.
for my relaxing.
Exactly. See? And the balance between those
it
two
helps
things
your
are
mind,
excellent.
too.
It's true because of the serotonin that is released in the brain when we are doing good things for our bodies. We need to get in motion as often as we can.
stress
It
reducer.
is on so many levels. And getting some fresh air, it just helps to clear your mind a little bit and remember that you're not stuck anywhere. Just the psychological experience of moving can do some really good things for our bodies. So we really want to keep some exercise in there. Do something good for you, even if it's parking further from the mall, when you have to go return stuff or buy things. Each of those things are a gift to yourself, and you got to see it that way. So I want you to exercise a little during the holiday so that it won't be a shocker come January when we start our New Year's resolutions.
Right.
Let's just start doing things gradually that are good for us. And then finally, R. I want you to remember what this is really about. Don't go into this without having a clarity of thought that this is what my holiday is going to be about this year. Sometimes it may be something as simple as, you know what, this year it's going to be more about what I can give than what it is that I'm going to get. So I'm going to go into this holiday looking for opportunities to do good things for people who have less than I do. There are so many shelters around our areas that you have families that do not have any of the things that you have. There are so many opportunities to be able to feed the homeless. There are so many churches and faith organizations and nonprofits that do beautiful things during the holidays. All you have to do is do a little searching in Google, but you'll find out that Hampton has all kinds of things going on all the time. Get out there and do some of that. It's amazing how we feel about ourselves when we don't make things about ourselves. And I'm not saying that in contradiction to taking care of yourself.
Right, right.
Do take care of
Because
yourself.
it does take care of you. To
And that's
know
exactly
you've
what I
made
was
a
going to say.
difference.
Absolutely. We feel better about ourselves when we are doing something that is for someone else. And I'm not adding that to your list of things to do. I'm saying that when we add certain kinds of things into our lives, when we focus on what we really value, which is about us, and really being able to make a positive difference in the world, which is not about other people and their expectations. It's about our gift of love, the way that we want to give love, but remembering that this really is about joy and supposed to be about love. So we've got to keep that focus if we're really going to have some cheer during this holiday. We don't want stress. We want to be able to have a cheerful experience, and it's how we take care of ourselves that makes a world of a difference.
Wonderful. And that's good advice for any age, really, from high school kids on up to people in nursing homes thinking about,
It's true.
or people who are older but healthy and able to do things. It's a wonderful
Absolutely.
thing to remember.
Absolutely. So we want everybody to have a cheerful holiday.
Have a cheerful holiday and give something to yourself.
Indeed.
All right, I'm gonna try to recap and make sure that I can remember this because
I have faith in you.
It's important to me. I want to have cheer by connecting with
Absolutely.
the people who enliven my life and make me feel better.
Absolutely.
I want to have a plan.
Yes, you do.
And that plan, by the way, will also involve eating well and exercising.
Your 2 E's.
And then
I want to remember
what
this is really about.
the season. It is
Absolutely.
about the season, and focusing on that will help me focus on everything else as
And
well.
taking care of you
Taking care
in the
of me.
process. Indeed.
I will be a more pleasant person to be around.
I
It's
agree.
important for everybody in my office and in my home as well.
Totally agree.
Thank you. Thank you,
my
Alvean.
pleasure, Robin.
I hope that you will enjoy the holiday. You will take care of yourself and you will have some cheer. Thanks for watching.